Episode of Beyond Sunday Morning. Just to let you know, we have gone ahead and decided we're going to do something a little different with our episodes. We are going to have about 5 minutes conversation. We're then going to have a conversation on some topic that seems pertinent to us. And then finally, we're going to bring up a weird news story. So, Clayton picked the news story this week. I'm very excited to talk about it. For you, all you environmentalists, you'll love it. So, what's going on? Clayton, what's going on with you?
Just living the dream one day at a time. Today, I got to see Arrival, which is new in theaters today, and this weekend actually. And I just have to say, I kind of left. No spoilers here, but asking existential questions about my existence, and what it means, and theological questions. And if anyone wants to talk about their experience from the movie, I'd love to enter into a conversation because my mind's just blown. Yeah. That's what happened today for me.
Was it the last existential movie that left you questioning your existence? Was that the Muppet movie?
It was actually. It was the Muppet movie. Movie. Yeah, and it was great. It was great. I'm just kind of curious why Elmo doesn't like you, though.
Why Elmo doesn't like me?
Yeah, he told me he doesn't like you.
Oh, you keep thinking about it. Keep praying on it.
I will.
Keep meditating on the message of Elmo, which, by the way, is not a Muppet. Way to ruin the bit. Ryan,
Thanks.
What's new with you?
Not much. Recovering from 2 weeks of preaching.
Seriously? Seriously, yeah. I do that every weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
I know.
I used to do it 3 times a Sunday.
I mean, I was going to tell you I spent the weekend with Drew, but...
Well, that would be something to recover from.
2 days of my weekend, actually.
That would definitely start some talk, some gossip going.
It would, but it would be something to recover from.
Yeah, it would be. Absolutely. As far as me, it's been a crazy week, I think, for all of us.
We didn't ask you. Did you notice that? We didn't ask.
I'm the host. I don't really care what you thought. Anyway, I decided to... I'm going to broach the subject that no one else wanted to, which is the election. I'm just tired of the election. I was tired of it beforehand. I'm tired of it after. I'm tired of hearing how all Christians voted for Trump. I'm tired of hearing all persons who are protesting that they're evil and sinners and all that kind of stuff. I think everybody just needs to take a long look on social media and just shut up. Just shut up. Go and do some good in your community. Go listen to someone else instead of just talking on social media because it isn't helping at all. Stop with the memes. Stop with whatever it is that we're doing. Go and actually do some good for the country.
That was.
I'm just tired of it.
Anyway,
and I'm sure that and again, just stop. Go listen to somebody. Go have a conversation. Go understand why people are fearful, why people are protesting, why people are upset. Go and figure out why people voted the way they did because they're fearful and they feel like they haven't been heard. Just shut up. Go do it. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
And like or subscribe in the comment box. We'd love to hear from you. Drew, do you want to give your address for any mail that people may or may not want to send your way?
Bomb threats, death threats. It wouldn't be the first time I've ever gotten a death threat or I've been told to go to hell. That's happened to me at church. That should be a podcast episode. Times I've been told and we've been told to go to hell. Happens quite a bit. I wonder if I now have to put an explicit rating on this podcast.
It's interesting. I know Ryan over there, he's probably green behind the ears, but at least if you're doing your job, Ryan, you'll get at least one a year.
Yeah, well, and Ryan, to be fair, has more talent than you and I put together. So
That's true. He even plays the piano. We know this because of the picture behind his head.
Yes, and that's actually, I believe, a picture of him playing the piano, which is awesome.
It is. It is.
All Ryan gets in his yeah.
Yep.
So, Doctor Strange came out last weekend, so we were having conversations, a couple of us about, I remember when Harry Potter came out, when The Lord of the Rings came out, there's this whole thing about whether or not Christians could go and see these movies, or is it wrong? And what do you guys think? Ryan, I'll start with you. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I read Harry Potter books when I was a kid. I've read them. Oh, gasp, grin and fear. Don't tell me I'm going to hell. Be the first.
This year.
This year. Yeah, no. I don't see the conflict of interest. I mean, think of all the cheesy Christian movies that they make out there.
Okay, that's Ryan the Rock. You can leave a comment for him later in the comments.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I've actually seen the movie. I don't know if anyone else has seen the movie. Drew, have you seen it? Stop playing with your phone.
Doctor Strange?
Stop playing with your phone.
You would have invited me if you saw it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. And so I was actually planning on going with my real friend Ryan, who actually respects me.
That's good.
So, yeah, we're going to go see it. It's not so much even just about Doctor Strange. It's more about the whole idea in general of, hey, if we go see this, are we doing something wrong?
Yeah, and I don't necessarily view it that way. And I think stories are just that. They're often vehicles by which we tell some kind of truth, and it may be in a fictional world, and that doesn't necessarily mean that there are real Doctor Stranges in our world today. I mean that's just part of the world that we live in, and if you're Tolkien or even in C.S. Lewis's case, you tell stories with magic in it, and those often have Christian purpose and Christian meaning. So I don't necessarily see the vehicle of fantasy as something explicitly wrong, and I think not giving a spoiler here, but Doctor Strange is asking a deeper question. And that question might be unsettling to me, but I don't think the magic in it or anything else is necessarily problematic.
Yeah, and I would say this too. Christians have brand issues right now. We need to focus more on the transformative power of Jesus Christ and less on these side issues, on whether or not somebody who goes and sees Harry Potter is a real Christian. People who celebrate Halloween with their children are real Christians. Grand scheme of things, these things matter very, very little. You were about to bring that up?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of vehicle people attempt to make something out of something that's not a thing.
Right. Well,
let's dash a coffee cup color design change.
Yeah.
Because it's not Christian.
Exactly.
Or it's taking Christ out of Christmas.
Yeah, well, yeah, don't get me started on that. Maybe we'll do a whole episode on that, but...
That can be our weird news thing.
Hashtag Starbucks coffee cups don't mean you're persecuted. Spoiler alert on that episode. Anyway, I just think in general, when we sit down and we are trying to figure out, hey, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what we need to focus on, the last thing people are trying to figure out about our authenticity as Christians is whether or not we're going to Harry Potter movies. That's not the issue. The issue is, are we loving one another? Are we being faithful? Are we transforming the world? Are we making a difference in the world and the community we live in? Or do we just look like everyone else and sometimes just are nastier in the name of Jesus? That's the thing that's turned people off, not Halloween, not seeing a movie with wizardry or magic in it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Clayton, why don't you introduce to us the news story of the week? And this comes from NBC News, right?
Yes, this is from NBC News, and our news story of the week is kind of odd, and it certainly is festive this time of year. In Portland, Maine, a local gentleman got arrested for stopping traffic dressed as a Christmas tree. And
comes earlier every year.
Absolutely, every year. corporate America seems to be treading all over Advent. Let's sorry.
Of course, you would make an
Hashtag
Advent
real
joke.
persecution.
Hmm.
Anyway, so I'm kind of curious your guys' take on this, and I really want to know one thing. If you were going to get in trouble for stopping traffic, what would you be dressed as?
That's a good
Well, here's my first thought. My first thought reading this guy at one point was a 5-year-old kid who didn't get the lead role in the play and was cast as tree number 3. And didn't do anything, jack squat in the play. And so this is his one opportunity to actually make an impact in the community by living to the fullest his role as tree number 3, stopping traffic.
See, I was going to go and tie it into our previous discussion. This is a person who was not allowed to celebrate Halloween as a child, and so they didn't realize that 2 weeks after Halloween is not the time to dress up and go trick-or-treating in the middle of the street. And so they probably were a little confused. If only there were some Christians who allowed this person to trick-or-treat, that too might have stopped all this.
And I was actually going to tie it in, Drew, to our magic conversation. This is someone who watched Harry Potter one too many times and believed that he was actually turned into a Christmas tree.
Oh, nice. As far as what I would dress up as, I think I would dress up as I would say a dragon. Let's go with the dragon. That would really make news. And not like the creepy kind of dragon, like a fantasy type dragon. That'd be fun. Maybe have some fake fire like coming out of my mouth, some smoke and stuff.
What if the bush was on fire?
Then it would be a living god speaking to people.
Be holy traffic.
That's right. What would you dress up as,
Ryan? Oh my gosh.
We're going to come back to Ryan. This is great podcast material here. Clayton, what would you dress up as?
I would dress up as a penguin. I just think it would be hilarious to dress up as a penguin and just quietly and very slowly walk down the middle of the street.
You'd be like a molten penguin because of your feathers coming out of the top of your hair.
There's nothing coming out. You just
no. There's just evidence of stuff falling out. You'd be like the king penguin. Can you give us your penguin walk? Let me see your penguin walk. That's nice.
Thank you.
So Ryan, what would you be?
That's just tough.
Next episode, Ryan will reveal what he will be when he's arrested.
Arrested?
Well, he got arrested.
I'd get a citation.
Because everybody loves Ryan. That's really what this episode should start being called. Everyone loves Ryan. I've already angered most people. I'm going to get some nasty comments in the comment section for the 3 people that watch, mostly my mom. And you guys will do just fine. So, Ryan, what would you be?
I think I'd be a hashtag.
Oh, then people would be using you to talk about you.
Absolutely.
Be a hashtag.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, any other thoughts?
On the tree?
Just in general. We're wrapping this up. Kind of like a present underneath a tree, sitting in traffic. Wait, do you guys have any last thoughts? Any last comments?
For the record, I mean FIR.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. His was much better.
That's okay.
Pastors don't make good jokes anyway.
Well, most of them don't. I think I do. But thanks
That's why you're not a real pastor.
There you go. That's me. Speaking of not real pastor, my name's Drew Entz, and I am a campus minister. You can find me at Drew Entz. Or I should really start a page called Not a Real Pastor. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a blog called NotARealPastor.com.
Good.
Yeah. Clayton, people find you at Clayton Payne.
At Clayton Payne?
Yeah.
And I am a real pastor.
Or do you Snapchat?
I do not.
I think we need to get Clayton on Snapchat. That should be a video in and of itself. Clayton learns Snapchat.
That would, yeah. I feel totally lame.
Yeah, you should. And Ryan, where can the good people find you?
Facebook.
Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah.
Nice. You look tired, Ryan.
Oh, I'm very tired.
If
He's
only
been-
Clayton had picked 9:45 to start recording. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully this was fun for you. If not, sorry. And we will see you next week. See ya.